I just picked up another board. That's a Street Fighter 2. It's a World Warriors edition. It's a CPS1 board. I figured this was a good one for people to learn as far as the sound issue. You can see on here somebody wrote on there, no sound. Got the game working, but the sound doesn't work at all. There's nothing at all. And I've prepared a few of these before. It's usually because of this right here, the Z80. It's the processor. It's a real dusty board. It's the processor for the sound. And I fixed a couple of these before. If you have a little bit of sound or something going on, it might be some of the caps here need to be replaced. But if you have no sound, chances are it's probably the Z80 right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip these legs off. If you have the patience, you could desolder it and save the chip. I think it's bad, so that's why I'm not even going to bother. But you clip these legs off. I got these little clippers here. I would recommend you buy these. That way you could clip off the legs, desolder the chip. Anytime I take a surface mounted chip off, I put a socket in there. So if you have any problems in the future, then you could just take the chip out. Like this is a socketed chip. That's a PAL, but you could take the chip out and put a new one in. The Z80s are common. There's nothing that has to be programmed into it. It's just a processor. So if you buy one on eBay, usually like $10, give or take. Sometimes you get some deals, but you put the socket in here, drop the new Z80 in there, and it's the processor for the sound on this board, the CPS1 boards. So very common for the CPS1. That also the graphic issue. A lot of times they go dead to the graphic issue, and unfortunately you can't fix that because it's a custom chip. But the sound issue, you replace this, and 9 times out of 10 you get the board up and running, as long as there's no sound at all. So I'm going to desolder that, put a socket in, put a new Z80 in there, and see what we got. Maybe we could erase this no sound and get this up and running again. World Warriors is the cheaper version of it. It's like one of the original ones of Street Fighter 2. It is actually the original one of Street Fighter 2. It's still a good classic game though. But anyway, the A board, these are starting to become hard to come by. So I'm looking forward to getting this one up and running. So I was able to take that Z80 out, that processor for the sound. Like I said, I just chipped the legs off. It just makes it easier to desolder it. You can save these surface mounted chips. You just have to be patient when you're desoldering them. You definitely have to get yourself one of those pumps that you desolder the stuff. You could even say it says it in there, Z80. So I put it in there. I'm going to clean up the flux a little bit more on the back. It's all soldered in, so I'll clean it up a little bit more. I got my new Z80 here. Well, it's not new. It's one of the parts board I have. So we're gonna put it in here into the socket. And then I'm going to press it down. That way, if I ever have a problem, anytime I do a surface mounted chip like that, I always put it in a socket. Sockets are real cheap. I mean, you can get them, $2 for like 10 of them, $3 for 10 of them. But you always get it so that way, if there's ever a problem with this one, I could easily, instead of desoldering everything, and it took me about half hour to 45 minutes. Instead of doing all that, I could just pop it out, put a new one back in. So I would recommend. I know some people don't like the the look of the socketed chip, on some things, but it just makes life so much easier. So I'm gonna put this in. We'll put it in the cab and see what happens. Yeah, hopefully I could erase this no sound that somebody wrote here on the edge there, but we'll see what happens. So I put the board in the cab and let's boot it up, see what happens. Again, there was no sound whatsoever, and usually that's the Z80 that's the problem. I'll give it a shot. Alright, let's insert a coin. And so far so good. Well, it looks like that Z80 was the problem again. So I fixed a few of them that Z80 was the problem. If you have no sound at all, most likely it is that Z80. I would suggest taking it out, throwing a new one in there, put a socket in, so you have no problems. And there you go. That one back to life.